Hello, everyone. Look at this. Thursday night already. Come on. Time flies when you're having fun. And even when you're not. So you may as well have fun. Those are White's words from Lisa Harden. I am coming to you live from a beautiful Boise, Idaho. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, Lisa Harden. My business name is The Stamping Zoo, and I welcome you here. I'm going to be demonstrating and showing you various cards and projects I've made, certain information you need for events coming up. Because I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, one of the things that means is that I hold events both in person and online just for stampers like you, whether you are brand new or a very tenured stamper, let's say, like me, with over 30 years of stamping behind you, then I welcome you. Everybody's welcome here. Hello, Jana. Very nice to see you. Again, we were just chatting, and so it's so nice to have friendly faces popping up. I appreciate that so much. Whoa, what's going on over here? This situation's very voluminous today, isn't it? I did a conditioning on it a couple days ago, so you thought that would have taken it down a little bit, but that's all right. She is who she is. She's a different entity, my hair, and so we'll just go with it, won't we? Hey, Deborah and Lori, Corinne, very nice to see you all. Thank you for sharing. Woo! I appreciate that. You know that I am just one tiny Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the huge cloud, and so I need your help to get the word out to all of our Stampin' friends, and I welcome you if you are brand new. You're welcome to lurk, but it's more fun if you comment. So please say hello, tell us where you're from, and why don't you tell us tonight? Let's see, January 15th. I don't know. I was going to say your favorite candy. That's kind of a standard answer, and maybe we're all getting rid of our favorite candies for right now. I don't know. I have a little bit of my favorite candy. I will tell you, I've been meaning to make chocolate chip with walnut cookies for probably 6 weeks now. And I haven't gotten around to it because I love paper crafting, and so I just do that to take my mind off of it. But I have the ingredients. However, I have been dipping into the said bag of chocolate chips. And if I don't make those cookies pretty soon, they are going to be walnut cookies because the chocolate chips seem to be dwindling down a little bit. Okay? It started with just a few, and somehow half of the bag is gone. And so anyway, I guess I didn't add all the extra things that go with it. And, I love them. So welcome, welcome, everyone. We are going to make two versions of a pocket card today. So kind of a fun fold. I guess you could call it a fun fold. I had fun while making them, and I hope you do too. We're going to use new product from the mini catalog, which went live on January 6th, just a few days ago. And so everything is super fun. You may have it already, you may not have it. But let me help you out and guide you around, okay? First of all, we are going to start off with a couple of things going on in the zoo. And let's see, do I want to show you some examples first, or do I want to show you? No, I'll keep that for in a minute. Let's chat, shall we? All right, so with that, I thank you for being here so much. Oops, got to do a quick rewind. Boop. I thank you for being here. You are a huge reason why I do what I do, okay? It's the love and the fun and the laughing that we generate. I love it. I wish you could bottle it and, savor it for later, but we cannot, and so we must meet here every Thursday night and Sunday afternoon for a free online card making class. And with that, please remember that I do run this as a business. I sell all the products that I'll be using and showing you, and I so appreciate your orders with me. When you when you shop with Stampin' Up! On any orders $20 or over, you earn 10% back to spend on a future order. Don't worry, they don't expire for a year, and you can always tell how many Stampin' Rewards you have when you log into your Stampin' Up! Account and look in the upper right-hand corner. You can save them for a big splurge or you can use them the very next time like I do because I have no self-control. Okay, speaking of freebies from Stampin' Up, they are also giving us bonus days from January 6th to February 2nd. For every purchase in a $50 increment, Stampin' Up is going to issue you a $5 coupon code that you can then spend from February 3rd through February. Okay, so these are not like Stampin' Rewards in that they do expire. They have a shorter shelf life, but you can spend them on anything you want in the Stampin' Up store. They will be issued to you by email once you complete your order. Please don't lose that email because the coupon codes will not be reissued. Okay, keep your eye on those because it's like $5 bill right in your pocket for next time. Okay, and so thank you so much for taking advantage of those. And I'm going to give you a few freebies from the Stamping Zoo. How about that? First of all, I have a craft along event coming up at the end of the month. So if you make a minimum $50 online purchase for me, I'll send you a free kit to make these 5 cards and projects right along with me during my live that's on Friday, January 29th. And is that the right date? Anyway, I won't get lost in the details right now, but just know it's around the 29th. And of course, you can watch it on replay anytime. The kit that I send you will feature the Love Notes DSP. You will get several pieces of that paper. So you'll get all of the patterns in that package of paper. You'll get embellishments, twines and ribbons, a PDF tutorial, and everything you need to make the 3 fun folds and 2 cards. And they are Valentine's themed, definitely, but they can easily be made into something else. Okay, they also require very little stamping because this paper pack is really brilliant. So I can't wait to bring that to you. And you get all of that absolutely for free as a thank you from me when you place a minimum $50 online purchase. If you would like to make these 4 cards, just like we did in Stamp Camp in person last Saturday, you can make a minimum $30 order or pay $25 for it, plus the shipping if you need shipping. It includes all the pre-cut paper pieces, cardstocks, embellishments, ribbons, and again, a PDF tutorial for this. I'm happy to send these out to you. And there is a registration link for it, but also if you're just placing an order, I will reach out to you by email and ask you if you would like this as well. Okay, and here's January's Zubilee kit. I am leaving this open as long as I can based on the inventory, and we're still okay. I'm going to show you what one of the kits actually look like. I also did a product spotlight video last week that showed you in detail what this class looks like and along with the projects and cards that you make. So it's a very fun online class. You get about $25 of product. You can choose to receive it as a single month class or as a month-to-month subscription. The subscription gets a goodie bag at the end of 6 consecutive months, and that goodie bag will be about $25 in paper crafting product. Okay, everyone, this one's beautiful. It's so pretty. I never say that pink is my favorite color until I work with it, and then I don't know, it's pretty good. Now, we also have a product of the month promotion. Just started in December, and January's was a beautiful stamp set that I'm going to show you, and we're going to use it a little bit tonight. But this is one thing that happens, right? We get a product of the month, and then what? Then what are you supposed to do with it? Okay. Well, I am so excited to tell you that I belong to a group of demonstrators that's going to bring to you a tutorial bundle, and we will issue those at the end of the, well, towards the end of the months. Okay. January is our very first month. And so we are behind the scenes creating the tutorial almost as I speak. And you will earn this from me free with a $75 plus purchase. Okay, this one can be combined with other offers. So you will earn this as you earn the other free with purchase items. Okay, it's super fun. And I'm really looking forward to getting that as well because everybody needs inspiration, right? Even the people here making cards. We need inspiration. Okay, everyone. So with that, let me point you down, and we'll take a look at the things we're going to work on tonight, as well as what we're going to work with. Okay, it is coming mostly from the new mini catalog. I will tell you, this is back in stock right now. Let's see, I'm zoomed in. I'm zoomed way in, I think. Nope. Again, I have a new camera and I feel like it's super strong. And so I haven't quite worked out the wheres and how it's supposed to be. There we go. So, and hello, Teresa. If I didn't say hello, I saw you coming on there. Okay, so this was in stock and then this went out of stock for a while, but it's back and it's the triple banner punch. This is a bundle, okay? And I believe it's an online exclusive, but it's a bundle and you can purchase this and save 10% off on the bundle. They are both just as valuable separately as they are together, okay? So I actually had a class, my last craft along class, we used the banner, well, I used the banner sayings, and I even gave you the punches. And so you can see they mix and match with anything, with any theme. And there were so many sentiments that I think it's a great little stamp set to have on hand, as well as a punch you are going to work into just about anything that you can create. So I just want you to know, back in stock. Okay, lots of times people ask me where I get these packages, and I wanted to show you I got a new package because sometimes they get gummed up, and I just get sick of looking at them like that. So they're pretty inexpensive, and this is what they are. Okay, 4x6 vinyl envelopes. Sometimes they're called passport envelopes. They're on Amazon. And so if you too find that you like keeping your embellishments like that, that's what they are. Okay. And I've been meaning to show you that for a while, and I just always forget. Okay, if you missed us on Sunday, we made these two cards that are so sweet. I am planning on using the Easter Joy Suite for my February Zubilee kit. Inventory will determine that, but I think we will be okay so far, right? And so you can make sweet little things like this. It's all about spring, and Easter, of course, is heavily involved in this suite, but look at the paper. It's so cool. So if you missed this on Sunday, feel free to go back and watch it anytime on YouTube or for 1 month on Facebook, because we had some fun and we talked a little more in depth about the products in that suite. All right, so back to the Zubilee. This is this month's Zubilee. It's just what it looks like. This is how you're going to receive it. Okay, well, in a padded envelope, but you know what I mean. Don't be a smart aleck. And then this is one of the cards you will make. And of course, I have a video tutorial to make this, as well as a PDF with a color photo, measurements, and detailed instructions. You receive a full pack of the Loose Valentine's assortments, which is so fun. You receive half a bolt of the Bubble Bath faux linen ribbon and 5 of the gusseted treat bags, a half a pack of the All My Love paper, I think that's the name of it, and then the card kits. So we make 5 different cards and 1 project in this class every month. And so your kits will be, for each card will be included in an envelope, okay, Stampin' Up! Envelope. You have a letter in here, so in case you don't get to it for a month or a year, you'll still know how to find everything. This is, again, those gusseted treat bags and supplies you need to make the project, which includes the gusseted treat bag. And so everything is just in here for you. And as I said, is this not gorgeous? It's pretty. The Zubilee, I think, is always very pretty when I look at it. They're kind of like, you know, some of my little babies that I'm sending out in the mail every month to you. So I'd love to have you join Zubilee. I make it as much value as I can for the dollar and the time, okay? You get videos, you get written tutorial, you get examples, and all sorts of fun stuff. Because I want you to be able to know how to use the product that we receive in the suites, right? There's so much good value. in the Stampin' Up stuff that I just have to show you. Oh my gosh, all this paper just fell on the floor. What's that from? I'll look at that later. Okay, let's scoot that off with my foot. Okay, FYI, Sweet Bugs Mega Class is coming to you in February. I told you that I am partnering with this phenomenal other US demonstrator. I can't wait to introduce you to her. And we have been talking in the background. And so I just want you to know things are brewing, okay? Things are brewing. So if you like Sweet Bugs, think about joining our mega class. More on that hopefully next week. Okay. So that's going to be a really fun one. And then, as I said, this is the Fabulous Sayings. So this is the product of the month. Look at all the sentiments you get. Innies and outies, right? They go together, or you can split them apart and use them separately, and they are quite large. Let's see. The happy birthday is, let me measure it off here. It is 3 7/8 long. And so it'll go right across the bottom of a card, either portrait or landscape. And it really can be the focal point. You can mask these and stack the words up on top of each other, all sorts of things. And so again, when you make a purchase from me this month of $75 minimum, you will get a tutorial from several demonstrators and myself of all sorts of great projects, and hopefully we'll show you how to use this. Give you some new ideas about how to incorporate that beautiful that beautiful stamp set into your stamping. Yay! Okay, let's see. Do we need a recap on any of these? No, I don't think so. Guys, we love the Valentine Kisses, and it is not available yet, but hopefully soon. And so if you are already subscribed to my email, then I will let you know when it's back in stock. And if you're not already subscribed to my email, hey, why don't you subscribe? And I'll let you know when things are back in stock. There is a link in the description to sign up for my email, and there's actually a link in the description for all of my events, whether they're in person or online or a combination. They're out there for you. So please take a look in the description of this video, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, and go take a look over at thestampingzoo.com. There might be something there that you would like to give it to try, and I would love to have you. I take my customers' time and budget very seriously, and I do my very best to, again, give you the very best value that I can. And we have fun along the way, don't we? I think so. Hey, Lisa Tabor, very nice to see you. Uh-oh, we've got snowflakes. I mean, I'm sure you probably have some snow now. Yes? I'm assuming that you do. We have not had snow here yet. So weird. One day it tried to snow, but I would not call that snow. And so, yes, Teresa, you love the Little Bugs teaser. I'm a teaser. I do it. I torture you girls. But then I always, I come through with stuff for you. So what Corinne says, I've had shrimp in the freezer for a while. Finally got making a ring. My gosh, I'm sorry. That's not what you said at all. You said you finally got around to making your shrimp scampi last night. That sounds delicious. Hey, Alicia. Are you still healthy, my friend? I like to check with you every other day or so. Make sure. Deborah, thank you so much for sharing. You are such a doll, and I really appreciate it. And there's Jeanne. And hi, Trish. You made it out to DC. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to hear all about that. Okay, I'm drinking the most pretty thing today. I wish I could show you the side. Let's see here. It's not like a cocktail. Okay, don't get too excited. It is this water that I told you about, Spindrift sparkling water. Can't speak. It's only going to get harder, Lisa. This one is raspberry lime, obviously, but I threw in a shot of pomegranate juice, which is just called Pom. I think you guys have seen that. All right, it's nationally available. Yes. It's good. And what makes it nicer is if you drink it out of a pretty glass. I recommend it. It's a simple thing you can do for yourself. Okay, Debbie, hello, Debbie. Very nice to see you. She shares. She's so fast. And yep, you're still healthy. Some Lisa said you got a foot of snow, over a foot of snow. That's Canada for you, huh? Oh my gosh. Hi, Debbie. North Carolina, Debbie. They didn't get a foot of snow today, did you, Debbie? No. Okay, let's see. Which do I want to start with first? I think I want to start with this one first. I'm going to show you the papers, though, because these are standalone papers that, again, I guess the word I'm just stuck on today is value. These are really great value because they are not papers that go with a certain theme. They go with everything, okay? And so let me look up. I was going to get them all tidied up for you, and you know what? They're just not. They're just not because I've been digging through them, and so I'm going to show you as as they look. This is real life around here, huh? Splash of sparkles and mixed up patterns. Okay, so let's see here. Splash of sparkles. Of course, I just saw it. Didn't I? Or is that one online? Mixed up patterns. Page 65. Interesting. Okay. Mixed up patterns is right here on page 65. And it coordinates with five additional suites or 5 suites. Beach Boardwalk, Brushed with Beauty, Lovely and Beautiful, Made with Love, and Nature Walk. Can you believe it? Basically, you need to get this paper to make the rest of your paper packs go even further. All right, and so, I don't know, let's see if I can show this in some sort of a form or fashion. This we used on one of the Stamp Camp cards that's available, and the back is a zigzag, and I think I chopped the heck out of that. This is a gorgeous Daffodil Delight. You'll see that tonight. I ended up using this Old Olive tonight. Look, it's got that tiny scallop. It's so sweet. And this one, you can hardly, there we go. You can hardly see it when you're just looking at it, but it's a bubble bath. Okay, and then this cool Secret Sea, kind of a herringbone, distressed herringbone. And then this is cool. We're using this tonight, this piece of paper. I love it. This Strawberry Slush and Secret Sea combination. I like it. Whoops. You know I would tell you if I didn't like it, right? Or we wouldn't use it. There is one paper that I don't care for. Not in this package, but I think it's in the Nature Walk. It kind of looks like camo colors. Of course, it involves garden green. And so anyway, that's a paper that I did not think I would use. And then guess what? The other side's beautiful. So if you don't like one side of these papers, chances are you're going to like the other side, right? This is a really cool kind of hand-drawn Daffodil Delight stripe. Oh, there, I still have some full sheets. Whoops. This one can be okay in the right card. It's going to be fabulous, especially for a background where you have a lot of other things going on. And then this, look at this, really just light. It can be, it'll probably mix and match a lot with that Boardwalk Fun paper. And I think it's not too busy so that when you want to put the Ferris wheel in front of it or the roller coaster, it's not going to steal the show, right? It's a good backup player. Oh, look, there, I've chopped up a whole piece into a million different pieces. If I recall, I was designing late at night, and then I wanted one that was vertical, not horizontal. Then I changed my mind again. You know, I don't know if you guys have this vision of me designing cards. Sometimes they go together just like I think, but more often than not, no, it's not a straight road from idea to card. Okay, what do you guys have a straight road from idea to card? Sometimes I have a card inspiration that I'm using, and then I will take off from there. But oh, it's been cold. It has been cold today. Okay, Miss North Carolina, look at you go. Okay, this is Splash of Sparkles, which makes me think, I didn't see it in here. So it must be online exclusive. So, well, hello, Kim. Very nice to see you. I'm I'm so pleased that you guys share some of your time with me. I am, because it's a commodity. It's a hot commodity, and so I just am very honored that you will do that. Okay, this must be an online exclusive, but I'm going to give you the item number right now. So never fear. It is 167200. Okay. And again, lots of different colors and little pieces and parts you can cut into squares. You can cut them apart. A, a ton of colors. I'm not even going to read it. Okay. You can ask me if you want to know if it's a certain card, or better yet, you can go over to the stampingzoo.com, hit the shop now tab, and just in the search bar, put in splash of sparkles or sparkles, and it will bring up this paper and tell you all about it. Okay. All right. So this is going to be one of the cards we're going to use. I thought this was a cool combination. This bubble bath and timid tiger with gold. That would not be something I would put together, but I didn't have to because Stampin' Up! Did it for me. This page has all sorts of squares and rectangles just overlaid on each other. Now this one we are using as well. I thought it was the perfect complement to this like more active paper. This is just like a watercolor wash of Timid Tiger. And then look at the back. Oh my gosh. I don't know yet. This might be too much paper for me. I'm not sure. Too much pattern. But I'm not sure what I'll do with that. But I'm kind of interested in doing something with it. But I like the other side. So if you have an idea and you end up using these papers, please tag me, hashtag the Stamping Zoo, and I will share them on the page, and we can all, whoa, mama, we can all enjoy. This has got holographic. I know, Kim, isn't it fun? So this is not silver or gold. This is holographic. In fact, we still have the holographic dots, right? Because I think they're in the annual catalog. Let's take a look-see here. Where are they? They're quite gorgeous. And there they were. Oh, well, of course they go. Because, you know, holographic things just kind of go, don't they? So you could bring this in. This could be like a total disco card. You can almost hear the Abbott in the background. Sweet. I would sing for you, but I don't want to ruin the moment. Okay, and so anyway, that paper is like, whoa. A piece of paper like this intimidates me more than this paper. What about you? Which one? Like, maybe none of it intimidates you, which is good. But this, I go, what am I supposed to do with that? I think what the best use of it would be to cut it into squares and stamp an image on the square. I think that would be a good use. But I don't know. This is pretty fun. Okay, look at this one. Oh my gosh. This for a scrapbook page, I think would be fantastic. This camera must be so, like, powered, overpowered. This thing's kind of high, right? But I want you to be able to see as much as you can see. All right. Okay. Hasn't been that long since I got a new phone, but anyway, again, with the brushed gold. Oh, whoa. That's cool. Some watercolored, hand watercolored circles of various sizes. You get two. This is like a standard pack of paper, and then you get 2 of 6 different designs. They are 6 different papers, and they're double-sided. There's that one in its entirety. You too could slice this up into 9 and use them as the basis to stamp right on them and make some pretty cool cards, I think. Now, this is really nice. It's beautiful. It's calm. And then this is really fun. This is cotton candy, right? This is like delicious cotton candy. I love this one. We're going to use this paper, or I use this paper for an example for you tonight. This one, cool. And this one's cool too. I don't love them together. No, it's not chocolate and peanut butter there, but I love this. Again, this is like so big and bold, and it's like unapologetically holographic, isn't it? I know, it's a wow, that's for sure. Okay, so again, that one's called Splash of Sparkles. All right. And lots of these things that we're using tonight are in the mini catalog. If you have not gotten a mini catalog and you live in the United States and would like one, please just private message me your mailing address. I'll be happy to send one out to you. My email address is at the top of the description here. And unless you're working with another demonstrator, then let them give it to you because they want to know what you like. Teresa just got your Splash of Sparkles paper. Did you get that from, did you order that at Stamp Camp? The orders were so kind of spaced out as far as when they got sent. And, you know, it's kind of hard to see when the delivery date is on things now. So I can't really give customers the delivery date anymore until it's almost to them. But, like, I placed an order that weekend, this last weekend, and it's not coming here until Wednesday. I was like, what? I'm so spoiled. We are spoiled in Idaho because we're only one state away. Okay, so here's some of that paper. Teresa, you might want to do this with your paper. This is our first fold, and again, these are pocket cards, okay? This card holds a card. Whoa, exciting. I use the new Woolly Friends. It's so sweet. Oh, good, Alicia. I mean, what can I say about it? It's bright and fun. We used it in Stamp Camp as well, and it's a punch bundle. You know what that means. Super popular. It's not in low inventory though. I don't think so anyway. I looked at things later this afternoon. I think it's still good to go, but if the past is any indication, this will sell out. And then you'll have to wait a while to get the punch. Okay, so I don't have the stamp set over here. I'm sorry. But basically, you can use 4 of the stamps to punch out the image. I hate not showing you the stamps. So let me just get them. There we go. Okay, so this is Woolly Friends. It's 2-step stamping. So like when I stamped the tulips, I then had a stamp for the flowers and for the leaves. It's so fast. It's just almost comical. And aren't they sweet? I think they're really cute. So it does that with everything. You have a stamp for the body of the sheep. You even have a little poof for his hair on his head here, and so forth. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 perfect sentiments. A little bit of grass, and then this tiny butterfly that's so sweet. I should have put it on here. It's so cute. You just can't handle it. And so, in fact, let's add that because I have to add the butterfly to almost every stamp I do, or every card I do with this set, because it's just so cute, right? It's in the details. Okay, ooh, the pressure's on. Don't muck it up, lady. Put that over there. And let's see. Let's put it right here. Oh, it's so cute. Look at it. Now, we don't have a 2-step stamp to color the butterfly, but we can if you want, because you know, that's me. Oh, no, not the paintbrush end. We better use the bullet point and teeny tiny yellow butterfly. Okay, adorable. Okay, so it's not even about the butterfly. It's about the Woolly Friends. So it only gets cuter. Look at that. It's so sweet. So anyway, this is how I made this card using the papers that I showed you. Okay, and this one, I was strategic with the cutting and the folding so that I would not see the blue. I kind of wanted to focus on the bubble bath and the Highland Heather. If you turned it over and used the balmy blue, it would look like a lot different than this one. So again, the versatility is really fun in this paper pack. Okay, let me get that. See, this is the only hard thing with this bee. It's tiny and you don't want to lose it. Okay, so let's make another one. Okay, and then, I'm going to ask you to vote, of course. I'm going to be like, which do you like better? Oh, that's not supposed to be in there. That's for later. We're not making a rainbow on this card. We're going to use the Fabulous Friends to pick the perfect sentiment for this card. It's very nautical as I pull it out, isn't it? It is strawberry slush for the inside with basic white, okay? And then the backbone of it, the base, is going to be Secrecy. And then here is, again, the paper that we're going to use. So let me remind myself, this is 4 by 10.5, okay? So 4 by 10, no, let's see, 4 by 10.25, okay. Sorry, I have too many measurements in my head. Let me make sure here. Yes. And then this one gets scored at 1.25 and 5.25. Okay. So all you have to do is really decide, like, do I want the herringbone on the outside, or do I want the slush on the outside? I think I want the slush on the outside. So this is not a necessary thing to do, but I turn it over then and I score on the other side, and I get at 1.25 and 5.25. I really hope that's not supposed to be 10.5, or we're going to have issues. Lisa Tabor says Woolly Friends should be back in stock around, the 26th. Thank you so much for looking that up. I appreciate that. Okay, did you see? Oh, it's prettier than I even thought. So 4 by 10.25, and then score it at 1.25 and 5.25, and you're making the pocket. That's how easy it is. This, I don't even seal the sides of this pocket. Okay, so technically, see there, it's open. It's fine. Don't bother with using tear and tape on the sides and stuff. It's going to stay put, because first of all, you're going to burnish it with your bone folder. That's how you get perfect little nice crisp edges. All right, and then it's going to show. Let's see. I must have cut that piece wrong. Did I cut? Yeah, this one's not big enough. I think I just grabbed it from my stack of papers and thought it was 4.25, and it's not. Let me see if I've got another one here. Whoops. I have another one, but it's a weird measurement. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. This one is 4.25. I'm just cutting off to the side here by 5.5. Score. Okay. Presto changeo. Okay, because we want 1/4 inch border around this, and then it does fit in our standard envelope, right? Okay, so get that off there. It's just going to fall. Now I want to use some type of ribbon to hold it together. Okay, and so of course I want to use the new Secret Sea sheer. Let me get the name right. Well, it doesn't say, no, it's not sheer. It's bordered open weave ribbon, okay? It's different from the regular Secret Sea ribbon that came out in the annual catalog. So there's the open weave. Get down there. It's a more light and airy feeling, right? And then here is the faux linen ribbon. Both are fantastic. Don't ask me which you should have. You know I'm going to say both. Okay, so a very closed weave, right? And this is much more light and airy. It came out in the spring catalog, so that makes sense. Okay, so there's the difference, all right? There is a difference. And so we're going to stick with the new open weave. And I am just going to bring it around this layer, okay, and then we will sandwich it all down on our secret seed base. Okay, this little guy can kind of go up there. Let me move some things around for myself. Oh, there, that's helpful. Okay, that's messy. We're just going to turn it over on this side. This is a silicone mat. You can purchase this also from us. It's fabulous. And I have like 4. So, you know, you don't have to be like me, but you can. I'm going to put some Seal Plus right here because I'm going to run the ribbon across this folded piece. And so I'm using the silicone mat because I can set the paper down with the adhesive on it and it won't stick. And so I want to be able to kind of run this across the front, and while securing it to the back, I want to make sure that it's even across the front. And so I can do that by just putting it down and taking a look here, and then seeing where it lands there, and then picking it back up and folding it in the back. Okay, so it's going to be secured on both sides with Seal Plus, and then it's going to be sandwiched in between this cardstock. So it's not going anywhere. Okay, let me get rid of this thing for a minute. Thank you for your service. And then I am just going to go ahead and use a little bit of the Seal Plus on the edges here. Okay, and it doesn't need to go all the way across, but I do like it on the corners. It is pretty ribbon, Corinne. I'm very much in like with it. It's very, very cute. Okay. Oh, this is a little different. This measurement's a little different. You guys, I think I messed up on the measurement. I think this was supposed to be 10.5, 4 by 10.5, not 10.25. But that's okay. Look, we're gonna make it work. We're making it work. Yeah, okay. And we're making it work for one reason, because these colors are the same, so it's okay. And then I just made sure I moved this down a little bit. So when you make it, cut your DSP 4 by 10.5, score it at 1.25 and 5.25. That part's right. Okay. And oh, good. Alicia got her order today too. That's perfect. Okay, let's see here. I wanted to bring in the Fabulous Friends. And so where did I put that? I have so many fun things out here. It's hard to choose, but there was a circle in here. There we go. So I die cut a Spotlight on Nature circle, okay? And kind of like what I did on this one, I had Highland Heather in the back. Well, I didn't use much of the Highland Heather. It was just in the back, and so I brought it in the square for a little extra Highland Heather. So on this one, I thought, you only see a certain amount of the red, and the blue is so overwhelming that I brought in the Strawberry Slush circle. But if you want it to be all secrecy, you can do that. Okay. Let me get that wrapped back up so it doesn't go walkabout off the desk. And what was I gonna put on this? Probably hello. How about hello and then hello? You could do to a fabulous friend. There, hello. I mean, there's everything. I don't know that I would make it. Let's see. Sending love. There are simply no words for this. It's okay. I think this it's not a fun fold. It's not so kooky that an encouragement card would look out of place on this fold, is what I'm trying to say. I like the hello. Let's just do that. And let's see. Need a block. And I need my Secret C. Now, as you all know, Secret C is my boyfriend. And Blackberry Bliss is my long-term relationship. So we all work in harmony. But make no mistake about it, I have my favorites. Okay. Ooh, good job. Good job, BF. I like it. Okay, and then let's put, let's see what we've got. Now, this is going to be portrait. So I don't even know if this is long enough, unless you wanted to be funky and put it this way, which I kind of like that, frankly. But depending on who I send it to, they might think that's odd. So let's say just because. No. Where's just because? Here it is. Okay. Just because. And so how many of you have the fabulous sayings already still in stock? Now with the product of the month, as I said, you can purchase it once. So if during February, January's product of the month is still available, which is the case, if you make 2 separate purchases, minimum $75, you can get both of those products of the month for $5 each during the same month. But you cannot get 2 of these stamp sets. Dang it, look at that. You can't get 2 of these stamp sets ever through the normal shipping channels, okay? You can buy them secondhand or something, but you can't buy them as you're ordering from stampinup.com. So everybody gets one, even demonstrators, and we don't get a pre-order on this. So we all get it, the product of the month, we all get it the very same day, okay? And let me get that off there, or stick a flower on it or something. Deborah has it. Cool, Deborah. Okay, Secret C. Oh, you grabbed me. Now I want to put some flowers on that. You know, let me see what I have in my stash. Shall I? Give me just a minute. Just a minute. I'm not going anywhere. You can chat. Oh, that's cute. You can chat amongst yourselves. That's cute, but that would be an odd placement. This would be really pretty, I think, in both Secret C and in Strawberry Slush. This hibiscus. So this is Notes and Totes. It is also in the annual catalog. So you have months and months at least to use it. And so let's put that on there. Let me clean this up and put Secret C away. Secret C is kind of a wild boyfriend, isn't it? Story of my life. Okay. Now, this guy. And it's a really awkward place to put it, so we're not going to do that. But we will put one in there, and maybe it'll distract. It'll distract and pull our attention away from that weird. Well, now wait. You know I like to mix the colors, so I don't think I want. Do I want to put this right here? Sure, why not? It's going to be hidden by the card, so I put it down a little bit. Oh, brother. And then I stamped on the cuff. I meant to do that. Let's just say I meant to do that. So has everybody had a good week so far? My goodness. They fly. I did watch, last night I watched an episode of Palm Royale. Is anybody watching that show? It's in its 2nd season. It's so, the story's phenomenal. The cast is outrageously talented. It's the one with Carol Burnett in it. And she doesn't play a small part either. She is like in it to win it. And every time you turn around, there is like, it's only A-listers. And so it's super fun. And it's Kristen Wiig is the executive producer. And every once in a while she makes this little motion, and it reminds me so much of that thing she did on Saturday Night Live, where it was the three beautiful daughters and they sang on the Lawrence Welk show. And then she had those tiny hands. She makes this certain movement on Palm Royale, not meaning to be funny or whatever, but it reminds me of that so much. And I'm like, it must just be hardwired in her body to like move that way every once in a while. Ooh, so cute. So anyway, it's so funny. Ricky Martin is in it. I mean, come on, talk about a beautiful specimen. He is so good looking. And of course, he plays this like really nice guy. Carol Burnett's bad, and I haven't seen her interviewed about this show or anything, but I'm sure she's getting a kick out of playing the bad person. She's really still totally just got the chops. So anyway, I'm loving that show. Are you guys watching a show you're loving it? You're loving right now, or I'm like a lot of other people, I guess, to sit down and watch a 2-hour movie. I'm kind of hard pressed, but I will sit down and watch an hour of a series 7 or 8 times. Okay, I want a story that never ends. And okay, so speaking of a story that's going to end pretty soon here, we've got this going with a little, well, I don't want to say it's a mistake, but oh, I didn't mean to put that ribbon away yet. I wanted to tie a square knot right here, because for one thing, the ribbon's kind of like pulled right there. Yes, Denise. Right, exactly. I mean, that's so inappropriate and funny and hilarious at the same time. And yeah, anyway, so she makes this little movement, Kim, with her hands. And I swear, if you watch it, then you will too be like, oh, I remember that. Totally remember that. Okay, so sorry, that was too close to me. I'm just going over one side and then through, okay, and then pulling it. Actually, I'm going to see if I can, no, I can't hide that. So I may as well not even try. So you can totally slide this around where you want it, okay? So I'm going to bring it over to this side and just pull left and right, and that will give you a nice left and right orientation on your ribbon. Okay, and then come in this way and give it a little slice. Ooh, this looks very good. Hello, just because. We're going to use dimensionals just because that's what we do here. And I wonder how many dimensionals I've used in my lifetime. Now that would be an interesting number. Because I've been crafting Stampin' Up! Wise for 35-ish years. I'm not even joking. Okay, I was going to also do a second generation flower on there, and I didn't. So, okay. Oh, we obviously need some embellishments. It's got to have something on it. And we have lots of cool things. Let's go to the in colors though, the in color sparkly dots, because they're such winners. And let's see here. You just have to find them, and if you have a bazillion things like I do, it's hard to find them sometimes. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's from last year. I think they're from last year. Sorry. Okay. Never fear. We have these, which are really cool and we'll probably end up using. But we also have something. Well, these are Night of Navy, but you can see they'll go very nicely. So don't count them out. And we also have the Moody Palette Glossy Dots, and those are quite pretty as well, aren't they? Both are pretty low profile. But let's go with, oh, you could also really go out on a limb and just use the ladybugs. They're out of stock right now, but it's okay. They're coming back. Lots of things are coming back next week. So it'll be all a Twitter again. Okay, so this is an ombre pack of embellishments, and it really goes from clear, okay, to clear to pretty and pink to strawberry slush. So again, you have a lot of choice if you choose this pack of embellishments, and its number is right there, 165615. Okay, and let's slap up. Well, I want a larger one. Let's put it pretty in pink because we can. I think this is a really nice card. Can go for just about anybody, right? And it's hello just because. So I think you will probably use this kind of a card. I know I'm going to. All right, so hello. Just because. So this also helps you to see the sizing of the fabulous sayings a little bit. And then, of course, you know, kind of this would be my favorite just because it's cutesy. I'm kind of team cutesy. But which one do you guys like? Let me get some other supplies out, but you can tell me what you like. Which do you prefer? Is there a clear winner, or are they just too different? Let's see. Oh, yes, yes. That's what I want to use for this card. What are we liking? Hey, is everybody here? Don't scare me like that. Nobody said anything. That's how you're going to be tonight? All right. I will keep going. I will torture you and keep going. All right. That's how we're going to play it. Nobody's going to answer me. Here we go with round 2. Okay, so this one is going to have kind of a fun color combo. Timid Tiger. I told you. Let's see here. Let me make sure I get all the pieces out. So Timid Tiger, but I'm doing it in the two-tone cardstock, which is sold as 12 by 12. I'm doing that because you get, it cuts the paper more efficiently. Okay. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now you're thinking. Now you're thinking. I made you choose. Okay, and then I have all these pieces and parts because we are going to use one of my favorite bundles out of the annual catalog. Boho vibes. No, sunshine vibes. That's what I said. Okay. I love this. It's definitely bold, and this is so usable. So it's a rainbow, but different, right? You can see there's some hand-drawn arcs, or they look like hand-drawn dies. You can also make an arc out of these two greenery pieces, okay? So they just come around like this, okay? And then these are also 2 different arcs. You have the hearts and these little starbursts. And then finally you have 2 pieces. One will cut the rainbow as a solid piece, and then this will cut out all different, again, they look hand-drawn, right? And so we're going to use this to make the feature element on the front of our pocket card tonight. And definitely I'm going to use one of these sentiments. This was a Zubilee. We featured this in the Zubilee Crafty Kit one month, and it was so fun. I love those cards. I just came across them because I was organizing my huge box of cards. So funny you say that, Teresa. I forget about Timid Tiger sometimes too. And it's not because I don't like it. I don't know. It's a slow burn for me. So this is called a double, well, I think it's called an accordion angled fold or something. You guys tell me. I think I had it in my brain and then I didn't. So it stands on its own. It's like an exaggerated W, right? And then it's got this cool front, and then this is its pocket. So you can stash a gift card in there, another card, tickets to a Broadway show, whatever, a key to a new car. I don't know, whatever you can think of, you can stash in there. Okay. And this is perfectly pairs DSP, which may or may not be on the last chance list still, but the papers are from our the Sparkles paper pack. The other one, mixed up patterns. Okay, so that's where that came. Oh, that's nice. Lisa says the Secret C card would be a good Valentine's for a man using a different sentiment. I like that. I think that would be. It's this pattern is a little masculine, so I like it. Okay, let's see if I got the measurements right on this one. I did because I wrote it down. Shocker how that works. Okay, so this piece is 5.5 by 11, and I'm going to score it with you. So it's 5.5 by 11. That is why I initially thought I wanted to use two-tone cardstock, is because it's 12 by 12. And so if I use our regular cardstock, which is 8.5 by 11, you end up with two large, kind of weird scrap offcuts. And I wanted to use, I don't know, I was just like, oh, here's a cool opportunity to use the two-tone cardstock, which I like anyway. That said, it doesn't make a huge impact here because this is two-tone cardstock as well, Old Olive. Okay, and I mean, it's just how it ends up looking. You can see it if you see right there. But I do like that it's an option. It has a white core, so if you want to rip and tear it or dry emboss it, then you can really get that white to come out. So it's really great for techniques, but again, it's a cool 12 by 12 option as well. Okay, so again, 5.5 by 11, and we're going to score this. Got to get the arm out. Ours has an arm. Okay, it goes clear out to 17, so you're good. For anything I'm going to make, this is going to cover it. And we score it at 4.25. So almost a regular. Starts out regular. Get your cutting blade out of the way. Okay, so 4.25. 5.5. We go out 1.25 every time. 5.5. Okay, and then 6.75. Yep. Okay, that's the base. All right, and then I cut just a couple pieces of DSP. So I cut 3 of these that are 4 by 5.25. You only need 2. But I wanted a different colored paper. So I didn't want to use this paper or, and I wanted to have options. So anyway, I have 3, and it is, oh my God, this camera, I don't get it. I mean, it's not horrible that it's so far up, but one of my settings has to be weird. I need to get my technical advisor in here. I don't have one. So get 2 strips. This is the same for everything. 2 strips that are 1 by 5.25 each. Okay. And then get 2 pieces that are 4 by 5.25. I'm using 3 because I just want to gild the lily here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is kind of picture how you'd like things. See how they're kind of placed. I really want to use this in the front. It's just so fun. So I think that this one's going to get stuck in the back because everything will show very well against it. And then you're going to see a little sliver of this. Okay, so it's really going to be like this. And I like that. I like that proportion. So let's do that. And also, as far as the card, you don't really, you see both sides kind of equally, but let's go ahead and do a mountain valley combination in the middle. Okay, and then one side is going to get cut to create our triangle and then give us another piece that we use for our pocket. So I do like this because you don't waste a bunch of paper with this. Hello, Madison. It's very nice to see you. And I've got some glue situation going on down here. I was making a 3D something secret something before you came on here with me. And so I managed to get a bunch of glue all over everything. So pleasant. It's really nice. That's why I like the glass mat so much. It's saved me money in grid paper that I would have used by now. Okay, so for the front, so just like literally position it how you want it. This is going to be the front. We are going to chop in a diagonal. We're going to chop it in half. Okay, and so bring it in and then put this score line on the cutting track, in the cutting track, and put this point in the cutting track, and then check up here again, because this is probably moved since you were paying attention down here. If you're me, okay? If you're Elisa, that's happened. And so then you have to double check them. Okay, and then you go, all right, now we're good. And so you bring the cutting blade in. Okay, and then you have cut the first angle. And the second angle is you're just going to bring it right in here, and it's going to be a pocket. It makes itself, doesn't it? All right, and so let's put our watercolor wash paper on the back. Let's get that going. I just start building it and see what I like, see what happens, right? Okay, so for right now, you can pull this down. The other thing I really like about using the two-tone cardstock for fun folds is that its weight is between our standard cardstock and our designer series paper. We've talked about this before. So when you're creating a card with lots of different layers, it's quite nice to have something that's not so bulky. I feel like the fun folds, some fun folds, turn out even better because you don't have all that weight. And so when you're making all these score lines and burnishing and whatnot, it turns out a little bit nicer. You know, I think, yes, that's what we're going to do. No, you go over there. Okay, so this guy, I'm going to bring my liquid glue because I want to get the corners pretty good here. Okay, so let's see. Let's put this guy. Okay, so it's a long weekend in the United States. What's everybody doing? I am doing a whole bunch of Stampin' Up stuff. Oh, makes my heart so happy. So what about you guys? What's going on? I'll probably watch more Palm Royale. In fact, I'm sure I'll go in tonight and let the dogs sit on me and I'll watch one more. I have enough time for that. Not two. I want to watch two, but then when I go to bed, I feel like immediately it hits me that that was a mistake because I love my sleep. Okay? And so lots of times I think I want to watch TV more than sleep. I do not. I've learned this about myself. Earlier days, sure. Now, no. All right. So now, let's see. I don't want to put this in there yet. But basically, you're going to have two pockets that you want to have DSP on the front of, right? To make them look pretty. So we're going to take these. They are 4 by 5 1/4. This is like the easiest way you make triangles is you cut the rectangles in half. Okay, just like in geometry class. And so this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And so now these are 4 by 5 1/4. So they are going to be right on track with having a 1/4 inch of margin on the outside and fit right in. Ooh, you're doing that, the online crafting retreat. Nice, with Kylie and Bruno and Lisa Curcio. Yeah, cool. I hope you have a really great time. Really, really great time. Okay, now when I'm cutting this, I'm thinking about, okay, I want this certain pattern and I want my triangles to be going the right way, okay? So I am left-handed. Keep that in mind. We have done this before and run afoul because I was trying to do something as a right-handed person would do, and my brain will not let me, okay? So I'm going to cut both of those at the same time. You don't have to, but I think it's perfectly fine to do that. The trimmer can handle it. Okay, and so now you have the front and the back. And again, you've got this like perfect margin around it, right? Because it's a 1/4 of an inch less. Okay, and then you have 2 more triangles, excuse me, to make another card. So when you start doing this kind of a pattern, it's kind of addictive. Of course, then I went and made something totally different, so I couldn't reuse the pieces apart. Yes, you will be crafting a lot. Those guys are so fun. They're so fun, and yes, they are inspirational. So you'll have a great time. Okay. So again, I've got some tight corners, not corners, angles here. And so I'm just going to use liquid glue. It just works best for me when I'm doing that kind of stuff. All right, and then let's make this beautiful isosceles triangle. Is it? I don't know. I'm sorry. We won't get down that. We won't go down that road. Oh gosh. I put it on the wrong thing. Off. Okay. Ooh. I want this on the front. You don't have to re-glue it. It's probably still got plenty of glue on it, but I'm going to. Because I'm afraid I'm afraid the little points will curl up. Let's try it again. Apparently I cannot speak and glue at the same time. It's difficult, you know. It's something that people won't tell you, but it's tough. Okay. And then there we go. Whoa. Close call. Now let's put our pink in there. Oh, there's that piece of cotton candy paper that I was telling you about. But you didn't see the balmy blue piece, right? Now you can see that it's got all sorts of colors on it. All right. And then this guy is now going to go in here. Now, would I pair these 2 colors? Probably not. But I think they look fine together. They're kind of fun. I definitely kind of picture this being it's going to be an all occasion card, but I kind of picture it being a birthday card. Now I want to use tear and tape because I want to keep a larger space open for this in case you wanted to put, I don't know, a gift card's definitely going to fit in it. But I guess if you want to put another card back there, you know, make the card pocket like we did with the first card, then you might want to use tear and tape. And otherwise, I think you can use Seal Plus just fine. Seal Plus is wider, but I think in this case, it's going to be just fine. But I'll go ahead because I love tear and tape too. I'm grabbing all these things just kind of automatically because this is what I've done over the years. Like I'm sure that I have tried to use seal tape runner in on a triangle, and I've found that it's kind of difficult to get into the corners. So just the more you use the different adhesives, the more you will find what works best for you. So there's not a certain, sometime I will obviously tell you to use like a stronger adhesive or an all-purpose adhesive, but there's not like a magical way that I'm using these adhesives. Just kind of naturally grabbing for what I've learned over the years works for me. Okay, so up along the score line, but not over the score line. So stay to the right of the score line and then watch the bottom. Watch the bottom margin so that you are down here. And then you should end up real close to the corner. Let's hope that works. Ooh, it's so pretty. It's very pretty. Now I have a tiny, look at this, just a tiny little piece. So I got it pretty good. Oh, I like that. And also these to be just about flush. Mine's not, but that's all right because we're going to put a big rainbow on the front of it. So that's what you're going to be looking at. Okay, so I cut out 3. Let's see here. I cut out the back. Remember I showed you there was that whole rainbow with no arcs in it. So I cut out this guy, okay, in basic white. And then I cut this guy out 3 different times. So I have enough to make 3 different rainbows full of arcs. We're just going to make one. But I wanted the 3 colors in the card so that we can just stagger them. Now, I also took both of these. Well, basically, I cut this one out first, and then I put this around, and I die cut it out as a solid shape because it's going to give us just the right space and so that we know where to place these arcs. Okay, so you kind of need this one too. Well, you don't have to. You can freehand it, but I think it looks a lot more impactful if you use this. Now, should I have used adhesive sheet? Maybe. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here and there. So I'm not going over all the pieces, but I'm putting kind of a solid line where there is one. So in this, in here, okay. And if it squishes out, it really doesn't matter on this because we're going to fill all the areas with more cardstock. Okay. And I find this very fun. It's like making paper dolls, only we're making a rainbow. So if you just like it like this, I think that's really pretty. Not enough. It's a little disjointed when you look at this really colorful card. So I feel like we need to add, and so we shall. And so I can tell right now that I want to use my little tweezers. These are just some reverse tweezers that I bought on Amazon. We have a much nicer set of reverse tweezers that you get when you purchase our embossing additions kit. But I like to keep those for embossing so that they're not always sticky with glue, and so I don't use those when I'm working out here on this kind of stuff, on glue. I keep those for heat embossing. Okay, and this is just what I'm going to do. And again, if you were making a lot of multiples, or if you were going to put, 5 or more rainbows together at one time, then cut all of this with adhesive sheet, and it's pretty easy to peel off of cardstock pieces this size. And then see, it just fits right into the this arc. And again, it's not straight lines. It's not meant to be straight lines. That is what makes it so charming. But it's hard to get those just right if you don't have this base. So that's why I took the time to use that. And maybe, oh gosh, can't take me anywhere. I have some juice on my sweatshirt. That's okay. You could also put some Wink of Stella on this. You could cut, ooh, we could have cut some of this out of gold foil. That would be neat. And it would totally look like it went with the paper, right? Okay. So yes, I'm doing a bunch of Stampin' Up stuff, and I don't know, I'm getting together with some friends a little bit. I could probably make more plans if I wanted to. I need to, gonna be talking to my collaborator friend about our bugs class. And so I need to work on that, and I'm really excited. we have everything designed, and it's so fun. It's just like every other suite and bundle I pick up. Once you start working with it and you see all the details and all of the design elements that Stampin' Up! Has put into it, it's like amazing and fun at the same time. Okay, see how this is coming along? It's so cool. All right, and then pink again, I think. Yes. And then we'll probably end with orange because there's a lot of white in this. It almost tricks your eye. Like you can't quite tell that there's a place to fill in right there. Okay, and then I need the little orange. All right. And here we go. So it's been about 45 degrees here. One day when I drove home, it must have been, maybe it was yesterday. It was like 50, sunny, so weird. Nice, but weird. And anyway, then I got up this morning and it was so foggy. It's crazy. It was fine by me because I was staying home. Oh my goodness, look how fun. Okay, that's really fun. I don't know about you, but I think it's a fun card. And then let's look at something in here. You know, I love darling, sending good vibes. Thanks, hello. We could make another hello card for that matter. And these stamps, at first I was like, there's nothing to those. And then again, you build with these. I built a whole class around this. Even just this, there's like a moon rising or a moon setting. You've got a crescent, this star. This thing is super cool. I ran that up and down my cards. In fact, if I hadn't placed that on the cardstock already, I would stamp that on there. I think it would be kind of fun. So anyway, let's do this. And then let's see. I'm wondering about putting the sentiment back here, like on a little circle, well, depending on the size. We'll just use the hello. It's fun. And then it won't take up a ton of space back there. Whoops. Hey, come here, mister. Okay, so let me just use a stylish shape. Oh, brother. I got to go looking for this. It went flying earlier today, and all I heard was ting. Seriously? And I didn't see it, and I'm afraid that it landed in this cart that's behind me, and I was like, you know what? Serves me right. I need to clean that thing out anyway. So that's going to be fun. You love the card. You can play with your new paper this weekend. Yes, absolutely. Maybe you'll decide to make an angled fun fold. It's very fun. Okay, what color do we want back here? I think Bubble Bath with Timid Tiger on top of it. Okay, so let me grab something, a strip of paper, right? Like I'm sure I can probably find a piece. Although you'd be surprised. Every once in a while, and I know this happens to you too, every once in a while, you get into your scraps and then you're like, honestly, I do not have any more scraps of this color. And then you know you're living right. You've done a good job. That rarely happens to me. Okay, there's that guy. And then let me grab Timid Tiger. Goodness, I'm sorry I have been neglecting you. Okay, I think this thing has lost its stickum. It just needs to be a little, it's probably been overused, right? So I'm running the back of it along the chamois. See you later, Kim. It was so glad to have you here. Okay? Sleep well. All right, let's use the hello. Perfect. Yes, you got it, Lisa. Oh, your cold medicine. I'm sorry you're having to take cold. Well, I mean, it's better than not having cold medicine, but I'm sorry you have a cold. That's a big bummer. It's a big bummer. Okay, I would love a little floral piece on this, but we don't necessarily have one. Just leave it. You know me. I'm all like, more is better. That's why it's called the Stamping Zoo and not clean and simple card making. Okay? Because we like to add things. We see things, we add them. All right, but for right now, let's just put hello back here. And maybe, so I'd place that one first. And then, you know, when you're placing your front piece, that if you don't want to see it, you know, as part of the design, then you don't. Okay? So, you know what? I'm tempted. I'm like, I may regret this, but we are going to run this little stamp up the side. We're going to do it. Get that timid tiger back out. He's not timid tonight. Nope. He's not timid tonight. And we're going to do a little stamping back here. Okay, so just run it up, and you can also flip it if you want. This is like the, this is just like the lines on the rainbow. They're not straight, and so they all, because again, it's called, the suite is called Boho Vibes. So it's definitely got an earthy component, which I love. Okay. Oh, now see, I like this. See why I like this stamp? It's such an odd little stamp. Okay, I'm gonna have to get tricky down here because I would recommend you do this before you stick the paper. Kind of got lucky there. You know, hold the applause. Okay, and if you wanted to get really fancy and it wouldn't add too much bulk to your card, you could also put cardstock here on the inside if you wanted. I'm not going to. We're not that fancy. Okay, finally, I think I will go ahead and place that. We're going to put something on it, some little embellishment or something, right? Let me just take a little bit of this and put it here. I'm going to place it so it comes a little bit over the pocket. But then otherwise, you know, you have this pocket to slip $100 in. Ooh, yes. Yes, please. People, I'm going to go out on a limb and say people usually will like receiving a card with $100 in it. It's just my professional opinion. Okay, and then let's put this on the front. And we're going to tie a little bow on it. If I recall, I did that a lot on the cards I made in Zubilee. Now, where are my dimensionals? Who ate those? Okay. Speaking of, my little roommates are sure quiet tonight, aren't they? They've been kind of quiet. Little Cashy, I don't think he felt good yesterday, but he perked up. He perked up. Thank goodness. Okay. So I'm just kind of putting these over on the left-hand side because the right-hand side, of course, is just going to be free. Just going to be free. Okay, but I want to bring this over here. That looks fun. Okay, and so there's the card. You send this to somebody and they're going to be amazed. I'm telling you. They are. Even if they're a card maker, they're still going to be amazed. But if you send a card like this to my mother, I think she would be like, mind blown. That's what's so fun when you send it to somebody who's not a card maker. They really get a kick out of that kind of stuff. Okay, well, I kind of want to use linen thread, but let's see. Is there another option? Is there a better option? Not the red and white. No, that's goofy. I think linen is going to be cute. If I had gold, I'd put that in there, but we don't. So let's just old man doggy cough. It happens. Okay, so I'm going to do a little double bow here. And okay, so here's what's going to be the tail. Uh-oh, where's the tail on that one? It seems awfully short. Where did it go? Oh, brother. We were so close. Okay, let's try that again. Alrighty. So do you have a favorite out of these two fun folds, the pocket or the angled pocket? I don't know what to call them. I mean, they're called pocket cards, right? But like angled pocket or the straight pocket or the corner pocket. Oh, okay, that looks good. So cut this loop, and so then there's two strings, right? And then trim the other side. And I like a little whimsy in the tails, and so I want to keep it a little bit longer. And a glue dot, a little glue dot will do ya. Okay, let's see here. Da, da, da. If you haven't already, would you please like, share, and subscribe? Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. If you're not already following on Facebook or subscribed to my channel on YouTube, if you've enjoyed this video, please think about doing that, because then you know how, or you know when I go live or when I'm planning recordings, so you can really keep up with our little community. Okay, we like it. We like to see you back. Okay, that's a little bit wild. I like to start out longer than I'm probably going to use, though. Gotta be honest, because you can't add it back, right? Okay, there. Woo. She needed her bangs cut. And then, do we have orange? I'm sure we have orange sparkly dots, because that's what I was thinking of with the first card. There we go. Okay, so these are the 2025 to 2027 in color dots. They're called pearls, actually. Flat pearls, but they have a lot of shine on them. Ooh, I don't have very many. Timid tiger, but I'm going to use them. Now, we also have several embellishments that have gold, that have bubble baths, so you will probably have something, and if you don't, like I said, just go over to the stampinzoo.com, hit that Shop Now tab, and you can find the perfect embellishment. Let's do one over here. No, let's do one here, okay? A large and a small. I like them to be together. And then let's do the middle over here. Okay, everyone. Hey, I think that's a pretty fun card. And it made me happy because I haven't worked with Perfectly Pairs or Sunshine Vibes for months. Okay, both of them were in the Zubilee, though, so we got a lot of value and a lot of ideas for both of them. Okay, so here's our first card, all right? The very, I think, much simpler of the two, but it's just a pocket that creates a nice little space for a card that you can easily attach a space for a gift card on here simply by taking a little leftover piece of paper about, let's say, an inch tall. Okay, let's see. Let's do it. I'm just going to show you because I have this paper out. So let me show you on the sheep card. Oh my gosh. I'm even going to cut this right-handed. That's how crazy easy it is. I don't even know if that's, I lose all my sense of measurement. Is that centimeters? I don't know. I don't even know what that is. How can you guys cut that way? I ask you. It's cuckoo bananas. Okay, but anyway, we're just going to cut a little piece, 3/4 of an inch or an inch. And then you would put it on the back of this. Let's hope it's long enough. It's not long enough. All right, because I cut it with my right hand. That's so weird. Okay, let me just cut this and do it right. Okay. So in this particular case, I would just turn this over. I would glue this on, right, around the 3 sides, around the 2 sides and the bottom. And before I did that, actually, I would take my little 1-inch retired circle punch, and I would punch a little finger grip in it. Okay. And then I would glue this in place, trim the edges, and then, let's see, I'm sure I have and then you could put your little gift card right back here. See there? Sweet, it's your birthday. Okay, so that way you could make a specific place for a gift card if you wanted. Otherwise, it's just a beautiful way to present a little note. Who doesn't want to get something sweet like this in the mail? Come on, right? They're so fun. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this, everybody. I have enjoyed this, and you know, I always enjoy spending some time with you. So if you have enjoyed it, thank you so much for your likes, shares, and subscribes, and your beautiful comments. And as always, happy stamping. I will see you Sunday at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. Okay, guys, until then, see ya.